Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with Gem Mint Masters. I got an exciting PSA reveal for you today. I got a few success stories in here and then a few less than successful stories, I guess I would say. So we'll just get right into it and we'll go through and I'll kind of talk about the cards that I got. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this order. I've already looked at the grades, but I'll go ahead and kind of show each card. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start off with this right here. This is a first for me. I've never had a card that has not been graded before. And this, so again, this is a first. I'll take it out of here real quick. Sorry, I should have taken this out before. Let's get that out real quick. I got the minimum size requirement on this Michael Jordan 1994 Finest with the coating on it. The coating was kind of peeling on the bottom. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know what they saw in this, but I actually have another card from this set. I'm going to take a look at it after and check if it truly is the right size. It sounds crazy to me, and I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just peel off the coating and try resubbing it, but that's just odd. That seems odd to me. Bought this from a guy. I actually bought two cards from a guy. Another similar card, just like this one that's in here, did get graded, but this one didn't. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and see what that's all about. But all right, let's go ahead and get into this. I actually have a few crack and resubs in this order, and when I get to those, I will show you. I will say some good, some bad from that. All right, and actually this first one is just that. So let's go ahead and show this. You can see this is the Donovan Mitchell Press Proof Purple, 9.5 Gem Mint, and you can see all the subgrades, all 9.5. So what does that say? It's a perfect card, right? What did PSA think? They gave me an 8. I don't get that. That makes 0 sense. Let's just take a quick look at these corners. I mean, you tell me. Hopefully you can see that. I think they look awesome. I'm not really seeing much wrong on the front. I'm not even really seeing anything wrong on the back, to be honest. Like, these paper cards, I have not had good luck with. Maybe that corner, but that's not even that bad. I've had such bad luck with these paper cards. I've got 3 of them in this order, and you'll see kind of what I mean. So there we go. There's an 8 on that one. But any chrome cards, I've never really had a problem with. I think this is another crack and resub. Let's see. Yep. All right. I don't do this too often, but like when I see some good value on a card, so I'm just, the SGC just kind of sticks right on there. We got a Silver Prism 2018 Select Lamar Jackson. I think I paid like the raw cost for this, like $80 or something. But in a PSA 10, this is like a $250 card. So let's take that off. And look at that. We got a 10 on that one. So that's great. So I prefer to buy raw and grade, but if I see something like that and it's, man, and that's why I've always gone PSA. I mean, obviously a 9.5 SGC only sells for like $70-$80, but a PSA 10 and $250, I mean, a quick and easy conversion. I think you get at least some bit of a guarantee where the card has a really good chance of getting a 10 when you see something like a 9.5 in either like a BGS or a SGC. And if you can get it for the raw price, I mean, I would certainly rather take the risk on that than the raw card. But knowing me, I'd probably do both and just see what happens. All right, so let's move our 8 over here. All right, so doing pretty good so far. Next one here, we got a Jalen Brunson Green Prism. Got a 10 on that one. That's solid. He's having another really good season. This was one I kind of planned on flipping all along. So I will do that. This was only like a $20 card. So it's not bad at all. I think I can do pretty well on that one. All right. I got a bunch of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in here, so we'll take a look and see. This is, we have 2 of this particular card. This is the tricolor, and we got a 10 on that one. There is another one in here, which we'll get to at some point, but that one's not a super expensive card either, like $60 maybe, and it's like a $250, $300 card. Well, I think it's gone up a little bit now that he's been playing better. This has been there for almost 2 months. So this order, 20 cards, you know, standard I think it was a promo order, but man, it took about 2 months to get it. So, you know, just they were running a little behind. I'm sure a lot of people heard that. I literally just got these back today, so I'm excited to finally have them. So that's one. You hear a lot about modern cards being maybe a 2x now, but you know, that's why my strategy is kind of shifted away from kind of the regular modern parallels to kind of more short print, numbered, and older stuff too, because the older stuff is definitely harder to find in good grades, especially like the 2017, 2018, before the grading boom. A lot of that stuff just never got graded, so there's a lot out there. But again, this is like an 8. This is like a 3x, 3 to 4x. I mean, that's pretty good compared to, again, a lot of the stuff today that's a 2x. Here's a card I thought was really good condition. Also got an 8 on this, and I didn't talk about this, but I think a lot of us have heard that PSA has changed their grading standards a little bit, and I think the biggest one that stuck out to me was the 55-45 centering on PSA 10s. Used to be 60-40 on this is the front. I'm only talking about the front here. This one is not that, because this is like a perfectly centered card, but this somehow got an 8. I mean, maybe you can make the case that this falls outside, but to get an 8, I don't know. I'm a little surprised by that. So we've got 10s and 8s so far. So this may be a theme. We'll see. Next one here, Paolo Banchero Teal Explosion. I love the look of these Teal Explosions. I don't think I'll end up keeping any for my PC, but these are popular and they sell well. And this was super cheap. It was like $15. I think it's like a $100 card. So I'm happy with that one. That's, again, like a 3x. So if you find kind of more of the short print, low population cards, again, kind of older stuff, you've got some good, got a good chance at, I think, at least getting a better return on that. All right, so this one, okay, I've got 3 of this card in here. This is the base. Lamar Jackson, Prism Rookie. Got a 9 on this one. We'll just go ahead and go through the other 2. Looks like they're all here together. So this one got an 8. I thought they all looked pretty similar. I don't really know. I didn't really see much of a difference. So I'm going to have to look these over. Got a 9, got an 8. And the third one here, we got a 10. So, yeah, strange that we've got one of all 3 grades here. And I thought they all look the same. So, again, you just never know. All right, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is my 3rd try at this card. This is the Pink Ice. I've gotten 2 9s so far, and I got a 10 this time. So I'm super happy about that. This is a really good investment card as well. I mean, again, even with him playing really well now, I think the raw card of this jumped from like 70 up to like maybe 120 now. But it also, the PSA 10 went from like 200 to 300. So, again, I think, I don't remember exactly what I paid, but I've had this one for quite some time. So I could be looking at like at least a 3x on this. So that's a good one. Again, try to find the cards that you think you can get more than 2x for. I think that's kind of more of the way to go in my mind. This next one I thought was a pretty unique card, but I did not get the 10 I was hoping for. I got a 9 on that. Still a really cool looking card. I really do want to try to get a PSA 10 in this red Pulsar. These are hard to find. But again, I would prefer to do it raw to grade, so I'm going to keep looking out there. This one had a few like minor surface things. I don't know if it's like print lines, but I thought it looked pretty good. It might even been something on the back that, well, there's like scuff marks on the case, but there might have been something on the back here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's like a break-even card because it's just again, it's a harder card to find. This one stumped me a little bit too. Well, no, actually it didn't. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Got PSA 9, just a LaMelo Ball base courtside. I did sub this one because it was a super cheap card. It was only $5. And I like this one because this is the silver hobby version as opposed to the blue retail, which is a lot easier to find. I thought this could be a good one in a PSA 10, but it's probably a loser in this PSA 9, but you know, you can't win them all. Compared to some of the cards that did hit in this order, I think I'm okay with this. So, all right, next one here. This is Donruss SGA. Super pumped about this one. When you see we got a 10, this is a crazy low population card. I was talking at the beginning about the paper cards and how I have had horrible luck with these. When I picked this card up at a show, man, it was like as crisp as can be. It looked like it was pulled fresh out of the pack. I got it for 45 bucks. This is like a $300 card. So you're talking almost a 5x on this one. I'm super pumped on this. I'm torn whether to, it's kind of, I don't know about you guys, it's kind of an ugly card though, I would say. The yellow, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but super rare. Great card to have in a PSA 10. The population, I can't remember offhand, but it's really low. So I'm excited about that one. I may keep that. I'm not really sure yet. I wasn't really planning on keeping any of the kind of non-numbered paper stuff, but or parallels for that matter, but I'm not sure. All right, so back to the beginning when I was talking about the Michael Jordan. Here's the other Michael Jordan. That was the 94 that didn't get graded. This is a 93, which will look really good. I'm actually really happy with this. I got a PSA 9 on this one. The centering might be the issue left to right on this one. I don't know, but man, it's super clean card, and I just thought this was so cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I'm still kind of thinking about that. I would love to have a refractor of these. Those go for a ton of money, but I just thought this was a cool card. I picked it up for not much, like 20 bucks, 25, I think. I thought that was a crazy good deal. Picked it up from a guy, had a nice long chat with him, and you could tell he really took care of his stuff. And, just when I buy from somebody, I really like to, especially at a show, like I really want to hear kind of the story and, what their thoughts are on the card. This guy had a whole bunch of Jordans. I probably could have stayed there even longer, but I just grabbed a couple. I'm glad I did. His stuff was really quality, I thought. All right, I think we have another Kraken resub here, so I'm going to put that up. Wait a second. No. Is that the... Oh, no. Different one. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's, you know what? That's from a different order. All right. We got another Lamar Jackson. I've been buying a lot of these, actually, lately. These are not expensive. I mean, you'll see them range from, like, 60 to 100. I think some people even list them for, like, 200 raw, which I think is crazy. I try to stay away from those, but... I'll also look over any of them, honestly, and see if like the condition looks really good. Then I'll throw some offers out there. And sometimes people come down. They'll notice that the market is lower than what they're asking. And I've had really good luck with these so far. So I got another Lamar Jackson Select Silver Prism. This is the second one of this now that I have. So I'm probably going to sell this one so I can kind of work my way up into some other stuff. But this is just a fun card. Again, it's like a, $60 to $80 card. You're talking about 100 all into it, and you could 3x your money on this, potentially even more. I think somebody like Lamar has a lot of potential if you hold on to it. He's already solidified himself in the league, so I think there's a lot you can do with those. This next one I think is another numbered one I didn't do so hot on. This one I think maybe was a little bit more deserving of an 8 actually. This is the Press Proof Silver out of $2.99 Donovan Mitchell. And yeah, that one also got an 8, but I think on the back, I don't remember that top corner being that bad. So I don't know if it was like that when I sent it. Maybe I did it, who knows, but maybe that one actually is deserving of an 8, but the other one looks nothing like this. So I'm a little confused on that. It's kind of a bummer. So we got, our 8 stack here is a lot bigger than we would like it to be. This next one is the other SGA, got a 9 on that one, so I didn't do a 10 on both. The funny part is this one looks a little bit better centered than the other one, so I must have missed something maybe on the back. I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. So yeah, I didn't get the 10 on both, but I'm happy to have one of the 10s at least. And a 9 is still one that can sell pretty well. Again, I think you can make your money back on that. All right, Lamar Jackson, this is actually a parallel. This is the green prism. And heck yeah, we got a 10 on that one. I'm super excited about this one. This is, again, there's just so much room in Lamar cards right now. I think this is like a 400 to 500. I've seen him even go during the season when, some hype was building around 600 bucks. This is a card you can get for like 100. So again, you could be looking at like a 5x on this. So Lamar's market, in my honest opinion, is just super underpriced. I'm seeing so much value there. I'm putting him into my long-term collection. Raw to grade, again, is really the way to go. It buys you a lot of flexibility in what you can absorb in the market, and that's why I've always really just sworn by the raw to grade strategy. And then if you don't get your 10, you're okay. You can get your money back on the 9 usually, but again, adapt your strategy around that. Buy the cards that you know that if you get a 9 will still be beneficial and not lose you too much. And this last card I'm ridiculously bummed about because there was nothing wrong with this card. PSA 9 hollow blue laser out of 49, super sharp corners, looked amazing. There's like no whiting on any of the corners. The centering, I think, still looks fine. I don't know if they got me for that because of the new standards. I really honestly expected this to get a 10. And you'll see, like, look at these back corners. There's no whiting on these. Unless I'm missing something here. I mean, I'm going to show you guys all of these. Do you see anything? Because I don't see any whiting on any of those corners. I thought this card for sure was a 10. I'm so hesitant to try to resub a PSA 9 of a numbered card because I don't know. Something tells me they're going to know that this one already came through the door. There's got to be something completely crazy that they missed to do it, and you're going to spend a lot more money resubbing it. I did do a review on a card recently, and I think it ended up costing me about $40, and it came back the same grade, and I don't think that's worth it. So bummer for sure, but super awesome looking card. I would love to have that in my collection, but I really would love to have it in a 10. I don't know how many more of these are even out there. There's not a huge pop on those because especially it's only out of 49. I think it's like single digits. But yeah, so again, here's our 10 stack. You can see it's quite a bit higher than the 9s. I think this ended up being like a almost exactly, I think we're one card under a 50% gem right here, especially due to all these 8s. But I took some risks on this one with these paper cards. I wasn't so sure what to expect in those, but I figured I would just take a little risk on those. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, you get cards like the SGA here, this paper card, something you think you never get a PSA 10 and you get one. It's a great feeling. So yeah, so thanks for joining me. I've got a whole bunch more orders with PSA. They've been backed up for quite some time now, and it seems like they're starting to work through them. So I'm getting excited, and I'll be doing some more videos here. And I should have actually another pre-submission video coming out really soon. So definitely excited to get that going. But thanks again for joining me. I'd love to hear what you guys are chasing, what you're grading. And good luck in everything you do, and we'll see you guys next time. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.